Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Travis Boyd here on Hollow Point Radio. Once again, reminding you that this show is rated for an 18-plus audience. If you are under 18 or are easily offended, please back out now because I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Now, this show is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do the same normal news broadcast like I normally do. However, this time I have invited a bunch of friends over to join in the fun with it.
Woo!
So we're gonna have them reading some of the stories here tonight. Actually, all the stories here tonight. Up first is Miss Amber Cooper reading funny breakup letters.
All right, this is a list of the most absurd breakup letters of all time. The first one starts out, "Dear Dave, I don't know how to say this. We're done. I'm breaking up with you. When you said last week you were voting for McCain, I thought you were kidding. But Thursday, when you said it again, and I knew you meant it, and when you said Palin was extremely qualified, I wanted to vomit. I knew you were limited, but not retarded. I've also been lying to you. You know in sex how you think you're big and you always want me to tell you it's true, and I do? You're not, Dave. It's not. I'm sorry I lied. I wish I could say I wanted to remain friends, but I don't."
Whoa. Oh, wow. Is
Uh,
that real?
Yeah, poor Republican.
I know.
Oh, wow. Okay, this one says, "Dear Janet, I think we should break up. I would tell you why, but I am having a tough time describing my feelings. So I drew this picture of me riding a giraffe instead. And I wish you could see the picture of the giraffe because it's magical."
It is magical. It's a magical. Dakota hates
So it
giraffes.
says, "Dear Aaron, you are like sunshine in the rain. Your smile is better than 100 million sparkly trampolines. So it is with deep regret that I must inform you that I think we should cut our relationship short."
What?
That just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All right, and the next one says, "Dear Keenan, I'm sorry. We have to break up. You always try to make me laugh, but you just making yourself look bad. We're over for real."
For or real.
For or real. Yeah, they didn't spell that well. Apparently,
That's probably your old neighbors.
It's stylistic.
Maybe. Okay, and this one is, on a couple of sticky notes on a door next to the doorknob. It says, "Brenda, this isn't working. You know it. I know it. I moved out. Goodbye." And it's signed Mark. It says, "P.S. I took the dog. He hates you." This one says, "If you're going to have naked pics of your ex in your phone, you might not want to make them your background pic and leave your phone open while you shower. I'm going for a walk and you better be the fuck out of my apartment by the time I get back. You're a fucking douche. She's fucking fat. What the fuck?"
Because that's the important thing.
Yes, that is the important thing. The next one is a billboard on the side of a building. It says, "Hi, Steven. Do I have your attention now? I know all about her, you dirty, sneaking, immoral, unfaithful, poorly endowed slimeball. Everything's caught on tape. Signed, your soon-to-be ex-wife, Emily. P.S. I paid for this billboard with our joint bank account."
Hit him where
She's a
for
classy
bitch.
This one, someone actually took a personal ad in the classifieds in the newspaper, and it says, "Kevin Maxey, game is over as of December 9th. I have moved on, and I suggest you do the same. Do not knock on my door or ring my phone ever again. Bye." This one is one of my personal favorites, actually. It says, "Dear Jessica, you've asked me to stop writing these letters. You've told me they will never change things between us. But I can't, Jessica. I can't just let you go. Even Darth Vader, an evil Sith Lord, couldn't leave his son to die at the end of Return of the Jedi. You make me feel so safe, Jessica, so warm. I want to crawl up inside you, like Luke Skywalker crawled up inside his Tauntaun to protect himself from the sub-zero temperatures of Hoth, where the Rebel Alliance was hiding from the Galactic Empire.
The best.
Yes.
It's so sweet.
Well,
I
who's
know,
never crawled
yeah.
inside a tampon?
Nah,
Mm.
this
I
guy.
think I did last night.
haven't. Unless you want to call my bed a tauntaun, then I crawl up in that bitch all the time. This one, it says, Dear Loser, and in parentheses it says the name Chris. I thought you liked me, and you said it yourself. I hate you. People only say you asked me out because you needed a date for the dance, and that after the dance you would dump me. Well, guess what, bastard? Bastard. It's spelled with a T, not, a D. I dumped you because you were thinking that I cheated on you. I didn't, so like idiots that you guys are and so smart that you are, you called me a slut. That is one giant run-on.
Keep in mind, this is word for fucking word.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
my
another-
That's
Lord.
our nation right there.
apparently in the 2nd grade they call each other sluts now. What's this world coming
Yeah,
to?
they date and go to school dances at 10 years old. What is this world coming to?
Yeah.
And it looks like that's it.
All right, that was Miss Amber Cooper.
Yay!
All right, up next we have Miss Cynthia Mellon reading about how food porn is good for you.
All right. I feel like I'm pretty qualified to summarize the story, having a food blog myself. But it seems that, well, a few of us online have had this idea that it's a pretty good idea to take pictures of your food because that's what everybody wants to look at.
Yeah, not like your ads or nothing.
No, but so yeah, there are food blogs and there are especially on Instagram, from what I understand, there's people taking pictures of their food all the time, mainly hipsters, from what I hear, and
dirty hipsters.
dirty hipsters. So anyway, it turns out that there's a scientific basis for this behavior that several of us have discovered to be beneficial. Apparently, taking pictures of your food helps you to appreciate your meal. It makes it taste better. Scientists are thinking that it's because it sort of puts you in the moment when you do a ritual before your eating times, also known as meals. And anyway,
Well,
so
hey, some of us just snack.
yeah, that's true. Meals and snacks, whatever. But if you take a picture of it, it tastes better, and it's because it's sort of getting you focused on what you're going to do. They did a study where they told people to eat a chocolate bar according to specific instructions on how to break it apart and in what order to eat it and whatnot, with the control group just eating it however you wanted to, and it turns out that the people who followed the instructions enjoyed the chocolate more. Oh, and apparently there was some other research with like rituals in other situations that sort of put people in a better, more receptive state to experiences. So from this we get, be a filthy hipster and take pictures of your food and put it online and perform rituals, I guess.
Life lessons.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get behind that.
Well, I mean, don't we all sacrifice a goat before we eat?
I do, I know that.
Just
Chickens
saying.
like civilized people do.
Yeah.
Strictly the chickens?
Strictly the fucking chickens.
Strictly the chickens.
I ate prosciutto once.
And pronounced it correctly. It's far more impressive.
So yeah, that's for more information, search the food porn tag on Tumblr. It's brilliant.
Just make sure you don't do it at a RedTube. You'll get something entirely different.
Better. He means better.
Better.
Yes, he would.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. There's a nice picture of like avocado on toast here. Good times.
Total waste of toast.
Whatever.
All right. Who do
that's
we have
it.
up next? We have Mr. Dakota Turpin.
Ah!
Come on, boy. Come on.
This ain't happening.
All right, fine. Amber Huffman, over here. This is Amber Huffman, and she is going to be telling you about a major problem in Texas. They can't kill the bad guys anymore.
Punisher is now dead.
Okay. American statesman staff. Hold on. State officials said Thursday they are running out of lethal drug use to operate the nation's busiest execution chamber. Texas Department of Criminal Justice spokesman Jason Clark said the state's remaining supply of pentobarbital expires in September, and are exploring all options for an alternative.
We call them bullets.
Yeah, fair.
Or the chair. Prison officials acknowledged last year that if the supply of pentobarbital ran out, they explored switching to other drugs, including propofol, the powerful anesthetic that contributed to pop star Michael Jackson's death from cardiac arrest in 2009.
Talking about freaking barbiturates?
Mm-hmm.
If it's good enough for Michael Jackson, it's good enough for our fucking prisoners.
Now, as Robin Williams once said, Michael Jackson was taking that to go to sleep. His doctor told him that taking that to go to sleep is like taking chemo because you're tired of fucking shaving your head.
Fact.
11 people have been executed in Texas so far this year with pentobarbital, a barbiturate used medically as a sedative. Texas and at least 4 other states switched to it just over a year ago after pancuronium bromide became unavailable. Pancuronium bromide was part of a lethal 3-drug cocktail that Texas and other states used for decades, until its manufacture was stopped in part over concerns about its use for executions in the United States. Texas executed its latest criminal on Wednesday. Officials said that 2 executions are scheduled in September, and at least 5 others are set in months after that.
Jesus Christ.
They would not say exactly when the pentobarbital supply would expire and become unsustainable, but would not comment on whether any other September executions would be delayed.
All right, that was Amber Huffman and her rather informative Texas can't kill people anymore, which I find weird.
And I'm a Texan, so I'm okay to say it.
Yeah, it's
Next up,
everything they believe in.
Fact.
next up, we have the only Texan I've ever liked.
Ha!
What about Eric? Eric's not even here.
I refuse to admit that he's a Texan.
That's
He's a Mexican.
You love him so much.
I do.
That's why.
Now, this is someone who also has a show here on Spreaker called Comic-Con Line. And his name is Jonathan Hicks, but from henceforth he will be referred to as the Southpaw.
Fine.
Now, before he gets started here, I'm going to read the headline to you. Cirillo Castillo arrested for having sex with the same horse twice.
Hey, at least it was a stable relationship. I can't take credit for that. That's actually in the lead. I'm not that creative. God, shit writes itself. So, a man in Hidalgo County, Texas, has been arrested twice in the last 2 years for allegedly having sex with the same horse, the Houston Chronicle reported. Last week, 43-year-old, say his name, Travis, because I can't say foreign names.
Cirillo Castillo.
43 was saddled with charges of trespassing and cruelty to animals after police say he broke into his neighbor's corral and violated a mare named Nadia. Now, it's not even his horse. I feel like that's the important part of the story. Vandalism, damn it. Now, name?
Cirillo Castillo.
Was arrested for the exact same thing in January 2012. He was released from jail in April, which is why this time the neighbor had a security camera set up that police say caught the whole thing on tape. It's not going to America's Funniest Home Videos, that is for sure. Hidalgo County Sheriff
Lupe Trevino
told the Chronicle.
Now, before we go any further, I want to point out that this is about a man fucking a horse, and it's in Hidalgo County.
Viggo Mortensen would be ashamed.
Yeah, it may not be making it to America's Funniest Home Videos, but it's definitely making it somewhere.
Okay, friends of the show, what you want to do is want to go back to the beginning of the story and take a shot every time that there's a pun in this story. Because I'm about to give you your 3rd or 4th shot here. Cops noted that Castillo wouldn't be a big concern if he could just rein in the bestiality. The guy is practically harmless.
Except for the horse.
The sheriff told KGBT-TV that, nonetheless,
Castillo
would continue to do this if no one stopped him. The people in this neighborhood are just sick and tired of it.
Here comes shot number 4.
No word on how much bail Castillo will have to pony up to get out of jail.
Oh my god.
He is not the first guy who allegedly can't quit horsing around.
Oh my god.
In 2011,
We're all
South
drunk.
Carolina man Rodell Vereen
I
Damn
think so.
Fucking goddamn American names. Pleaded guilty to having sex with his neighbor's horse. The same horse he violated in 2007. He's not cheating on the horse, at least.
That
apparently.
same year, Kentucky man Nathan Johnson was charged with animal cruelty after a witness allegedly caught him in a compromising position with an equine.
Sounds like the main event to me.
All right, so that was Jonathan Hicks.
That was a horse of a
reading
different color right there.
Don't go anywhere, Jonathan. I
I
got another
can't.
thing for you. We are moving on to the final phase of the night. Weird statistics. And the reason I didn't want Jonathan to go anywhere is because I specifically want him to read the first one.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. First weird statistic of the night. Mark it down on your calendar. In chess, there are 169, 518, 829, 100, 544, 00, 000, 000, 000, ways to play the first 10 moves in chess again.
Chicka chicka.
All right, Miss Cynthia Mellon, would you take the second one, please?
So, it takes only 7 pounds of pressure to rip your ear off. Shall we test this theory?
Oh God!
Confirmed.
Miss Amber Huffman, would you read number 3?
$26 billion in ransom has been paid out in the U.S. in the past 20 years. I think we need a new job.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. In the wrong
Industry here.
Yeah.
All right, I don't like the fourth one, so I'm going to go with the next one.
Yeah,
On
right.
average, there are 178 sesame seeds on each McDonald's Big Mac bun. Amber Cooper, you are up next.
Wait, what am I reading?
This one
This
right
one.
here.
With the ants?
Mhm.
Mhm.
There are 1 million ants for every person in the world. That's a lot of fucking ants.
Jonathan Hicks?
Odds of being killed by a dog. 1 in 700,000.
Cindy.
Odds of dying while in a bathtub, 1 in 1 million.
Huffman?
Odds of being killed by space super 1 in 5 million. Well, Dead Like Me got it
That's
right.
billion.
Billion.
Billion. Did I say billion?
Odds of being killed by poisoning. 1 in 86,000.
That's not that's
Miss
pretty good
Cooper?
odds.
The odds of being killed by freezing, 1 in 3 million. Unless you're a dinosaur.
Southpaw.
Rawr! Odds of being killed by lightning. 1 in 2 million.
Cindy.
Odds of being killed in a car crash, 1 in 5,000.
Huffman.
Odds of being killed in a tornado, 1 in 2 million.
Odds of being killed by falling out of bed. 1 in 2 million.
God, a tornado.
Yeah, that's
is
more
bad.
likely
That's way
than
too
being
that's
frozen.
common.
Yeah, that's scary.
Where are we at again? Okay. Odds of being killed in a plane crash, 1 in 25 million.
Yeah, tell that to the Twin Towers.
No, too soon.
Southpaw.
If you played all the Beatles singles and albums that came out between 1962 and 1970 back to back, it would only last for 10 hours and 33 minutes.
Cindy.
Termites eat through wood 2 times faster when listening to rock music.
Oh, everybody likes to rock every now and then.
I think it's
Huffman?
wood, not
The
rock.
Apollo 11 only had 20 seconds of fuel when it landed. Oh, that's scary.
Yeah,
13.
that's scary.
13 people are killed each year by vending machines falling on them. Now,
Spiders,
we actually almost...
tarantulas, deadly tarantulas
In vending machines.
Now, actually, at work, we almost had a guy get killed by a vending machine. It fell on top of him.
That's
Luckily,
frightening.
the guy was addicted to steroids and had a lot of padding.
Thank God for steroids.
Yes,
Cooper?
There is a 4th pound of salt in every gallon of seawater.
Sounds like ramen.
I believe.
Southpaw.
About one third of American adults are at least 20% above their recommended weight.
Cindy.
The average talker sprays about 300 microscopic saliva droplets per minute. About 2.5 droplets per word.
I'm above
Go-
average.
Huffman.
Yeah, I
Good.
kind of am too.
The average
Comic books.
The average smell weighs 716 anagrams. I didn't know since could weigh
The
in.
Earth
Crazy.
experiences 50,000 earthquakes each year. Now, fun fact, half of those are around Taco Bell. Cooper.
Skin temperature does not go much above 95 degrees, even on the hottest days.
Southpaw.
314 Americans had buttock lift surgery in 1994.
Cindy.
Wow.
Annual growth of www traffic?
World Wide Web?
Worldwide. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was totally, thinking of World Wildlife Fund. That's WWF.
I was thinking like a world war that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. World War W.
World War World.
How much has that traffic
Oh, okay, yeah.
increased?
So the growth has increased 314,000%.
God damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Porn.
Huffman.
Experts at Intel say microprocessor speed will double every 18 months for the next 10 years. So buying a computer would be kind of obsolete because you only have a year and a half turnover.
Fact.
The Earth's revolution time increases 0.0001 seconds annually. That seems inefficient. Cooper.
Driving at 75 miles per hour, it would take 258 days to drive around one of Saturn's rings.
Road trip.
Road.
Southpaw.
Driving 55 miles, or 88 kilometers for you across the pond, per hour
we don't
instead
care
of
about
65 miles per hour increases your car mileage by about 15%.
Cindy.
Airbags explode at 200 miles per hour.
Now that's one worth testing.
And then we all die.
Hey, I have a car that's about to get towed away.
Huffman.
Demolition Derby.
If we had the same mortality rate now as in 1900, more than half the people in the world today would not be alive.
Aww.
1/3 of all cancers are sun
I'm
related.
declaring war on the sun
I don't
now.
like the look of that, son.
It's got a baby face.
Cooper.
The average person flexes the joints in their fingers 24 million times during a lifetime.
Travis
what
is
about-
a lot more.
What about people that are addicted to cracking?
Cracking or wanking?
Or why not both?
Why not both?
Or all three.
Or all three.
There are more than 1,000 chemicals in a cup of coffee. You
Yeah.
sick
That's why it's
fucks.
so delicious.
I know.
All them chemicals.
Chemicals.
Tentacles.
Delicious.
We're not talking about hentai.
No, when are we talking about hentai?
It's
Can
coming
I
up
get on that
very
one? Okay. I'm not Liz.
Oh boy.
Is this mine?
Yes, it is.
Okay. It would take 7 billion particles of fog to fill a teaspoon.
Wow.
And Huffman, you get the last one.
Yay! The average iceberg weighs 20 million tons.
That's a lot of it.
That
Okay,
is a lot.
Can I go back one? Particles of fog. Is fog its own like special particle? Because I just thought it was the moisture in the air.
Haven't you seen John Carpenter's The Fog?
Yeah.
It's weighed down by
Okay.
dead people.
So according to Stephen King, the particles of evil fog in his novels,
The Mist.
fills a teaspoon at 7 billion.
That wasn't
evil
fog.
particles.
That was mist.
I would bet it'd be maybe then Mist is probably lighter than fog, I would say.
Yeah.
And probably okay with 8 billion particles. That's my Stephen King theory.
you go.
I'm a scientist.
No, I think it's 19 billion.
19!
Yeah.
All right, ladies
Think
and gentlemen,
self.
this has been episode 7 of Hollow Point Radio. Thank you for listening, and take this word to heart. Take these words to heart.
All of them.
When life gives you shit, punch it in the baby maker. I had to start saying baby maker because I got some feminists pissed off about the whole in the dick thing. So now we're evening it
So
out.
now you can punch them.